So I watched the final season of The Boys. Um, and a lot of people on YouTube say that movie, the last season, the last episode, the season finale was garbage. And it is, sadly. I mean, they just made everything they just speed up everything. Just like some of the people's death scenes was just quick. They could have made things a little bit more epic. The only thing I could say was the butcher scenes was good. Homelander's comeuppance was good, as far as when he lost his powers from to Kamiko. Um, um, what else? Was that good? Mother's Milk, got married, which is good, which is cool. I'm kind of sad they killed off Frenchie. I like Frenchie. Frenchie was funny to me. He was funny to me. Sister Sage, that was just sad. They didn't really do nothing with her, really. Like, I expect she's supposed to be like the smartest person in the world, and she really didn't do much. I mean, the only thing she did was make sure Kamizo's powers actually worked on her, so she lost her ability to regrow her brain and be very super smart. And they could have done more with her, to be honest. Like, they could have done a lot more with her. It's funny how Elon Musk don't even like the fucking episode. And the director, the creator, he basically had that one scene that was supposed to be Elon, and it had Homelander basically send him to space, basically killed him. And it show you that the writer did not like Elon, and Elon he caught wind of that. He's like, Elon not going, Elon he gonna say something about that, which was hilarious. But overall, the whole episode was it was just it could have been much better. Like the Deep, I mean, I knew the Deep was gonna die, because the way that he brought up, I thought he was either gonna help fight against Homelander, but he seemed like he just want to be Homelander's white wing, and Homelander did not like him, and it just made him feel like crap. So, and that one scene when Starlight and the Deep, when she's pushed the Deep out of the White House, going to the beach. Of all places, they went to the beach. The place that Starlight knows the beach, the Deep is powerful with water, but she didn't know that the Deep and the sharks, the fish, all the creatures in the sea don't fuck with the Deep no more. So she didn't know that though. So when she pushed them off to this water, all the fish and the octopus and all that stuff, sharks all try to come and kill them. But even with that, I would expect the Deep can swim fast. Like super fast. I expect that. I mean, I'm not saying that you walk on water or anything, but I expect them to have super swimming skills or something. But then he got killed off. And then they got the pastor guy, the old father dude, which I thought was a funny dude to me. he got killed by a cannonball. That got me. But then it gets me like, how did Mother's Milk find that gag ball? I don't know. I probably missed something or something. I don't know. But the woman with the face on the back of her head. I forgot her name now, but she seemed like she got a conscious. Seemed like her other person behind her head seemed like they're okay with each other now, but she was going to be the new president of the United States, but she got impeached and everything. That was funny. What else? Camito, I think she went to France, which was cool. I don't know what happened to those people from Gen V. Like what happened to them? They just went to Canada. They didn't show anything else. I don't know. I might be missing something. I don't know. Honestly, I really don't care. I'm probably not going to watch it anymore. I mean, I get the Homelanders come up and saying like, "Man, I saw you dick. I eat shit and all that." I mean, it showed him that without his powers, he's pathetic. And then the Butcher basically killed his ass right on live TV. And then sad that his dog died. I think he had no other friends really. I think none of the other people really wasn't really just friends. They was basically there to, support the cause. But his only really true companion was his dog, and his dog died. And right there, he probably was like, you know what, fuck it. He was gonna kill all the Supes. And then Huey, he caught wind of that, and he's like, "No, you can't kill them, man." All that. Then Butcher beat the living shit out of him until he caught conscience, saw his little brother and Huey, and then Huey shot him. But I think Butcher knew that this should have happened anyway, so that's how he died. I had a feeling he was gonna die because he was a cool character, but he was an evil character too. I mean, he was no Homelander, but he was like kind of like the anti-hero. Like, I think a lot of people watched the show because of one of Homelander and two the Butcher. I think those are two main characters a lot of people watched the show for because they were the best characters on the show. I mean, I guarantee there was other good characters like, I like Frenchie. I like Huey was good to me. Mother's Milk was good. I mean, he could have more characters, and definitely Soldier Boy. Everybody, I like Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy's funny, and I kind of pissed off how they got Soldier Boy's final ending. The basically got sleeped out by Homelander and put him back to the cryo stations. I mean, like, come on. I mean, I expected something better than that, What else? I guess they're gonna do a spinoff. I know they're gonna have a spinoff because they can't get rid of this. This is basically like another franchise. They're gonna milk it the best they can, and probably down the road Disney might buy it or something. But what else are the characters? Yeah, so Sister say she went to like Harry Potter and I think Universal Studios in Florida, and after that they didn't talk about her no more. And they didn't talk about A-Train no more. Like after he got killed off. And I like A-Train, man. He was a good character too. I mean, I like how he got kind of got his arc back. But he didn't show anything about his brother or any of his family members. It was basically just killed him off, and that was that. The director, I don't know, man. The director could have done a lot better, but I think from what I saw some of the videos on YouTube that he didn't give a shit, and I think that just people who are writers, you know, they're gonna do what they want to do, and they expect like, you know, the people just to follow it. But you know, people gonna say, "Man, that's garbage," and a lot of people call them out on that. You know, I mean, the actor's not gonna say anything, man. They're gonna they're gonna do whatever the writer tells them to. Yeah, they're getting paid to do it, getting paid a lot of money to do this. So, hey, I can't blame them on that. Shoot, but I mean, the acting was good. I mean, acting is good. You can't blame the actors. You know, like they just following their script and the director, you know, all that. Yeah, that's what I can think of. Um, I haven't watched the new Star Wars movie. I haven't seen that. I know it came out like what, yesterday. Um, from what I gathered, it seemed like just a couple of episodes of The Mandalorian, just like I think like a few episodes of Mandalorian all into one movie. And some people probably said it was good. Some people probably gonna say it's dull. And to me, it probably gonna be just dull, you know. But I might watch it later on. I saw Mortal Kombat. That movie sucked. It was terrible. And you got Carl Urban supposed to be like the main character, you know. And Carl Urban, he's a great actor to me. I think he's a great actor. And he's been acting for a long time, you know, a real long time. Same as Anthony Starr. They've been acting for a real long time, you know. Yeah, I didn't know Anthony Starr. He was on the show of Hercules: The Legend Continues, or Xena Warrior Princess, one of the episodes. He was one of the he was a character in there. He wasn't like a big character, but he was a character in one of those. I mean, like, you know, people start off, you know, you just never know where. You know, but I knew Carl Urban back in the '90s, I believe. You know, that's how long he been acting. But yeah, but Mortal Kombat, it was dull. It was dull. I mean, it was boring and dull. I mean, the fatalities were good though. One thing I can say, the fatalities were good, but overall, the story was just crap. I mean, like, the story was just crap. I don't even want to get into it because it's been over a few weeks since I saw it, and I don't remember anything of it, and I really don't care. That movie was just some shit to me. You know, only people that was good in that movie was Scorpion, Raiden, who played Raiden well. There really wasn't much of Liu Kang, and you expect Liu Kang being the main character, you know. But Johnny Cage, you know, he was the main character, and Carl Urban played Johnny Cage pretty well, so he was good. And Baraka, Baraka was funny. He was funny. Yeah, he was funny. And then everyone else, they was just mediocre. What I can think of. And yeah, that's all I can think of. I need to start doing more videos. But I just been depressed in my personal life, but you know, that's something I'm gonna talk about in another video or something. But yeah, whatever. All right, this is Wadi from Gamer Blue. Y'all take care.